We cannot replace him. We cannot.
What's going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, the Shoe 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness on that face, neck, and chest. And the fact that we might get back like me, Deathstroke gets me harder than watching the Reddit housewife in One Flew Over Her Coochie's Nest. So without further ado, let's break this bitch down and let's see what we get.
How exciting.
So we all know that back and forth negotiations with Warner Brothers and Joe Mananana as Deathstroke has been weaker than Nick Cannon's pullout game. But now the fact that David Zaslav is in charge, hopefully he sees the light and says, hey, this guy is awesome. We need him back. And it seems like that's what people are saying, which is also weird because we all know that Joe changed his profile picture to this, where before it was the nightmare Deathstroke. So it made me question, like, oh my God, he's not coming back. What's happening? Somebody give me answers. And it also makes me question, why did Keith Christensen, who dropped this picture and concept art of Affleck's solo film that was canceled like a while ago, it made me question, like, why would he drop this? Like, this is weird. I guess it was something that he thought was like, okay, we're never going to see this, so I might as well drop it. But we saw the updated Affleck suit and we saw the updated Deathstroke suit, which looks pretty cool, but I prefer, the OG shit that we saw in Zack Snyder's Justice League. So it makes me question, like, was this all part of a plan? You sneaky bastards? Probably not. But again, things have changed now that David Zaslav is in charge. So either way, I don't care. As long as we get to see the long-awaited Affleck v. Deathstroke movie that we've waited our entire lives to see ever since we saw that Batman Arkham Origin shit, which made me fucking grow 3 pubes at the same time. Don't tell me how that's possible. It just was. That's how awesome that video was. So we need to see this shit right now. And hopefully, David Zaslav, if you're listening, which I know you are because you're a smart guy, give us what we want. We want this shit R-rated, PG-13, NC-17. I don't care.
You see, I've waited all my life for this moment to arrive. And finally, yeah.
When you see this storyboard schematic and when you hear Joe Mananana talk so passionately about his ideas with Deathstroke and Affleck and their relationship and how it evolved after the Affleck solo film and how it continued to evolve with the Nightmare timeline. If you're a hardcore Batman fan, if you're a hardcore DC fan, like, that just gets you more excited more and more, bro. It just made me fucking want to get my girlfriend to get the fucking nipple clamps, put that shit on my nipples right now, twist it as hard as she can, because I am so thrilled at the potential that we might get a Affleck v. Deathstroke. If you're not excited about this shit, I don't know what to tell you, bro, but I am.
Sure. There must have been some version of the story in which Bruce and Slade wind up seeing eye to eye. They must have come to some sort of understanding. And there's a respect there because they do, they respect each other in that way. And I also think that would have been interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I even think that exchange really sort of, I think the exchange really paints a gigantic picture of, like, who these two are to each other so quickly.
There's a bit of that in Slade at the end of this movie to a certain extent that if somebody ever needed to put that suit on and take up the mantle,
yeah,
I could see Bruce going Slade, for example.
Yeah.
It just gets your imagination going. Just that little scene at the end, makes your brain just starts running.
Now, here's the thing that really puts my balls in a blender. Ben Affleck is 50 years old, and he looks amazing for a 50-year-old man. I wish to look half as good when I'm at that age. But he's 50 years old, and time is kind of ticking right now. And Joe is not a spring chicken either. So they really need to really make this and push this into active development, because Ben Affleck is a prolific actor. He's a prolific director, and he's not going to spend 10, 12 years of his life being Batman. So now is the time to really push the button and get this Affleck v. Deathstroke movie moving forward, because Ben Affleck is not going to wait 6 or 7 years for this shit to happen. So if it needs to happen, it needs to happen right now.
And then resting.
And that's one of the biggest problems that Warner Brothers has, is they constantly just wait and wait and wait, to the fact that these actors are almost going to be like 50 years old, and we've barely had any trilogies with any of these actors. And Ben Affleck, like I said, he's a good-looking 50-year-old man, pause, and he looks awesome, he looks built, and he looks amazing, but he's 50 years old, and there's only so much you can do, especially stay in Batman shape. Like you can't do that, bro. It's not like he could be like Robert Downey Jr. and put on a goddamn mocap suit and just be Iron Man for the rest of the day. No, he has to be in Batman shape constantly. And can he be in that shape for 10 years? No, obviously not. He's not going to be Batman until he's 60 years old. So like I said, now is the time to really be active and be proactive. And David Zaslav, announce this shit right now, bro, because you can announce this shit at like 2030 when Ben Affleck is 60 years old. Like, that's not going to happen. Now is the time to make this Affleck v. Deathstroke movie, because these actors are not getting younger, and now is the time to really just show what you're made of, and hopefully they listen to us. But that's going to be my beautiful Sports sisters. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and my Discord, join the Truth Army. Share the video, like the video, be so kind. As always, put your comments down below and give me your thoughts, and hopefully we get a Affleck v. Deathstroke movie pretty soon. Love you all. Stay safe. Mwah. Truth out.